feel naked, and not in a good way. Because with Slapshot, I had the jersey, I had the Roy, Reggie, Dunlop, Pop figure. I had all my little toys with me. With the RCMP, I got nothing. I got my Team Canada jersey. I got no pop. I got no action figure. I got no hat. I got no. But I can still get excited. Don't take that away from me. Oh, yeah. Your team had your best player. My team did not have my best player. Talk about, I mean, okay, did Connor McDavid deserve 3 games? That is the question. Now, see, my excitement is turning into rage and rantiness, boiled egg. Now you're going to make me rant about my team. By the way, good to see you guys. Lud, nothing's better than a cup of coffee. I'm sorry. I am sorry. So next time I get Chat GTP to write you a better slogan. Come on, Lud. Nothing's better than coffee in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, whenever they may be. TX Jenks, time to cross-check. Well, a little different series. We're going to try and be a little more finesse, a little bit more snipery, a little bit more playmaky. Not so much like the Slapshot series. Are the Blackhawks good? What year are we talking about? Sorry to disappoint. Oh, yeah. Here's a guy that probably watched the the Vancouver Canuck replay where they just showed the cross-check and nothing before. Not the 30 seconds with a minute left in the game and the goaltender pulled and the Oilers trying to tie it up. And speaking of tying it up, that's what Connor Garland was doing to McDavid, tying him up. Man, I thought they were dating for a sec, the way Connor Garland was hugging him and had his legs wrapped around him. Did you see how he had his legs wrapped around him, boiled egg? They were like scissoring around him. Connor McDavid couldn't get up. So yeah, the emotions are going to ride high. Now, soon after, there was a cross-check by Tyler Myers on Evan Bouchard. Evan Bouchard just walked up to him, probably, hey, where's a good place to eat in Vancouver? Probably asking him something simple like that, and boom! Like Lud's neck would have been taken off. Boom! And he gets 3 games, unprovoked. Jeez. I don't know what Nacho Gate is. No clue. All I know is the Edmonton Oilers, the referees do not like them. Man, talk about, remember when they played Anaheim back in, I think it was 2017? They played the Ducks with Ryan Kessler. I think it was Ryan Kessler. And they had Cam Talbot. And the Edmonton Oilers had like a lead with a couple minutes left to play. And then like Ryan Kessler stormed into the goalie and held him down. And the puck went in, and the refs, come on. Open your eyes. Everyone complains about NFL refereeing and baseball umpiring, NHL refereeing. No slight on you, NHL. I'm playing an NHL game. Please don't take away my ability to stream, you referees. I hope in this franchise we do have some good referees. Thankfully, all the referees are pretty neutral in this game. The Connor clutch, yeah, it's pretty much what it was. I know everyone likes him. I know he's a popular player. I know he's one of the best players in the world, but you have to wrap your legs around him? Come on, he's got a girlfriend. Let him be. Let him play his game, Connor Garland. I like at the end of the game, though. I don't know if you saw the end of the game, but when the final whistle went, Leon Draisaitl went up to him in the corner. And I swear, Connor Garland must, I hope he had diapers on, because I'm sure something happened in his pants when Leon Draisaitl skated up to him at the end of the game. He gave him the what for. Would I do that to Connor McDavid? No. He's like half my age. Jenks, come on, mind out of the gutter. Now, how about Ron Greshner? How many beers is it socially acceptable to have at a hockey game? Okay, that's a mathematical formula. You got to ask the modelers. Where's Izidafo when we need him? Ask the modelers. You got to take your weight and your height and divide it by the time of the day and the degrees Celsius, multiply it by how many milliliters are in the bottle, divide it by 2, and that's how many you can have, Ludlud. In other words, 3. 3 is a safe number. 5 if it's American beer, because, I mean, American beer, all it does, it doesn't give you any kind of buzz. It just sends you to the bathroom every 5 minutes. Like America, geez, you don't need to use the metric system for that. It's just like whatever it is in Canadian beer, times it by 7. That's how many American beer you can have. You can have 3 Molson Canadian or 15 Miller Lite. Buy seats next to the washroom, though. Or like a typical Canadian equals 17. 17. 17 beer? No. I'm way past that. Maybe put a decimal place in there, TX Jenks, and then you got it. Like, and I mean between the numbers, not anywhere after the numbers. All right, what else is going on out there? How you guys doing on this? What is it, Wednesday? Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Yeah, it is Wednesday. Streaming some EA NHL. Today is, I was going to use the word beta in my title, but you guys might have thought it was like an aquarium stream. You've probably been drinking already. Why is Lap streaming fish? So this is kind of like the beta, final testing, final inputting of created players, finalization, and then next week we'll get on to the good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean actual gameplay. If you're watching from the YouTube stream, I'm simulcasting. That's a big word for me to say. Simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Say hi if you're watching from YouTube. Usually it's just my Twitch crowd here. But if you're watching from YouTube, if you stumbled across this and said, what is this RCMP? How patriotic of this guy. Wearing a Canadian jersey. His favorite team is a Canadian team. He says A once in a while. Yeah. Say hi if you're coming over from YouTube. Get to know this community. I'll let you know who you should talk to and who you shouldn't talk to. All right. Hopefully we'll get a few more people over here. If not, we can all sit at the big boys table today. There's 8 seats. Did you ever have that when you were a kid? Like you had so many people over, they had an adult table and a kids table. And when you finally graduated to the adult table, it was like, yeah. You enjoy your pudding, kids. I'm going to the big kids table now. I get to have gravy on my mashed potatoes, and no one has to cut up my carrots. Ah. Oh, Mom, can you cut up my carrots, please? Please. Don't tell the other kids. Don't let them see you. I was just flexing my muscles in front of them. Yeah, that's right. You enjoy your mashed potatoes without gravy. Your peach cobbler. in those tiny chairs that you have to sit in. Yeah, I'm with the adults now. I might get to play crib and canasta later. I'm fired up, ready to go. This guy. If the carrots are not cut, I cut carrots. A little bit of brown sugar, or a little bit of maple syrup in with the carrots. Ooh, delicious. Setters? What is a setter? Did you spell the dog wrong? I know this is a dog stream. We got Texas setters and Thanksgiving. Someone's Lud. Ask TX Jenks how many beer he's had. That's probably the right number for a hockey game. -1. Oh no, Lud. What side are you on, Lud? This side or this side? I need to get that. You know how you listen to music and some music comes in on the left speaker and some on the right speaker? I need that for streaming. I'd be like, Lud. Yeah, Lap. How you doing? Wouldn't that be cool? Pronounce Seder. Oh, see, I'm Canadian. I know about Boxing Day. Excuse my ignorance. Finally, a sport that matters. Hey, go Oilers. Okay, there we go. Lud, you deserve some from 3 points. Add points. Lud. Now, Lud, there's only so many teachers' pets I can have on a stream, but you get to be the first one right now. Lud 83. I'm going to give you 83 points, okay? There you go, buddy. Oilers all the way. Too bad I couldn't subtract points. That would be cool. All right, let's go on, because otherwise this is going to be a 20-hour stream and I got to do the Amigo show tomorrow and I don't want to have to raid into myself. I hate doing things by myself. I don't want to raid into myself. Cheers. Let's see, which comment can I have running at the bottom? Let's have this comment going. There we go. You do want to create a player for the Saskatchewan Mounties. First, you have to spell Saskatchewan, then you have to pronounce it, and then you have to tell me the capital city, and then you have to use Hound Biscuits if you pass the test. Then you can create your own player. I can try adding the negative amount. Add, but it wouldn't be add points. Add points TX Jenks. Oops, not with an X. Are you an X? I thought you were an X. TX Jenks minus 70. Let's see if that works. Add points TX Jenks minus 70. Actually, I don't know what you had before. I don't know if that worked. Did I give you 70 points? Let's see. Okay. I'm going to have to use a big number. I'm going to minus 70,000. Okay, Jenks? I might give you 70,000. It's a win-win for me. Add points minus, no. What do I got to do? Put your name in first. TX Jenks. People on YouTube are going, what are these points things? How do I get them? Add points TX Jenks minus 100. I'm going to make it a round number. 638. Now that's too many. 38. See if it ends in a 0 now. Boom. Oh, it does work. Oh, TX Jenks, thank you. I can start deducting points from people now if they're not Oiler fans. I wonder if my mods can add points to people. Try it out, boiled egg. Don't be generous, okay? This is a hockey stream. Don't be generous. See if you can give TX Jank some points. Give him like 5. See if that works. It is. Yeah, it is. Oh, geez, boiled egg. What the heck? Are you like Ed McMahon, like just giving out money? Watch out, TX Jenks. Boiled egg's going to show up on your doorstep. Congratulations, you are. What was that? What was the name of that company? Price Waterhouse Sweepstakes or something? Yeah, look under your chair, folks. TX Jenks, look under your chair. Boiled egg left you something special. And if he didn't, I'm sure a recent guest did. It might be Hubba Bubba. It might be Wrigley's. Who knows? Let us know, TX Jenks, what's underneath your chair. Just stick it in your mouth and let us know what the flavor is. All right. Look at we're already like, how late am I into the stream already? I gotta go. What time is it? What time did I start? I'm 27 minutes into this stream already. Jeez. Johnny Carson gave shorter monologues. All right, who do we got going on? We got the Panthers and the Kings tonight, the Jets and the Avalanche, the Blue Jackets and the Maple Leafs, and the Bruins and the Devils. Look at that. Toronto Maple Leafs, first place right now in the Eastern Conference, followed by Florida and Tampa Bay. Ottawa, surprising Montreal, Boston, all within 1 point of Tampa Bay. And Detroit and Buffalo, definitely on the outside looking in. In the Metropolitan, boiled eggs, Capitals. Look at that. How nice it is. 69 points, boiled egg. How is this site accurate? Can someone do a fact check on this site for me? Washington at 69 points as of today? Quit chuckling, boiled egg. I'm going to take away points from you. Carolina, 61. Man, they got an 8-point lead over second place. So right now it would be Toronto, Florida, Tampa, Washington, Carolina, Jersey, and the wild cards would be Ottawa and Montreal right now. You could have made a lot of money on that in Vegas at the beginning of the season, saying Ottawa and Montreal would make the playoffs. So Toronto would play Montreal, Washington would play Ottawa, Tampa Bay would play Florida, and Carolina would play New Jersey. In the West, the best. East doesn't matter, really. The worst teams are in the East. We got the Winnipeg Jets, the Minnesota Wild, the Dallas Stars, and the Colorado Avs, your top 4 teams. In the Pacific, Vegas, Edmonton, LA, and Calgary. Calgary, however you pronounce it. So right now it would be Winnipeg, Minnesota, Dallas locked in, Vegas, Edmonton, LA locked in, and your wildcard teams would be Colorado and Calgary. So Nashville out, Vancouver out. Lud, here you go. You asked me how's Chicago. Are they good? If this was golf scores, they would be the top team in the league. 34 points. Oh, geez, we're on a break. Why didn't you guys tell me we're on a break? I'm just going to drink my coffee till the break's over. Anyone's on YouTube watching on YouTube, say hi. I can post your comment down below, just like this one here, just like that. You're on YouTube, say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. You just had a pay deduction. You complain to me about your wages? I'll give you something to complain about, boiled egg. Oh, thanks, DX Jenks. That's good advertising. Anyone out there that does not want to watch those twist ads? Are you tired of the YouTube commercials popping up at random times? Well, you too can avoid. For a mere $7.99 Canadian, $1.99 American, you can subscribe to Laptop Hound here on Twitch, or you can buy the YouTube Premium and avoid all those ads. Are you getting ads about Tim Hortons? Are you getting ads about Applebee's? Maybe. It depends. And you're getting ads because we were talking about Connor Garland earlier. You too can avoid those Depends ads, those coffee ads, those car commercials, and those nasty Walmart ads by subscribing to Laptop Hound right here on Twitch and get the bonus VIP little badge next to your name. That's right, a VIP bonus ads. They're too busy right now. Doug Ford's going to be calling an election in Ottawa, Ontario, whatever your province is. Election coming soon. Labor Board's way too busy printing up the ballots, getting ready to go. If you be nice, I'll return those points. Okay, if you behave, you might get a little bit of a raise. Geez, my Xbox is about to shut down because I haven't gone to it yet. 33 minutes. All right, so right now, if the playoffs started today, it would be Winnipeg would play Calgary. Vegas would play Colorado. Ooh, that would be a series. Minnesota would play Dallas. And Edmonton, guess who they get to play right now? Yep, LA. But look at that. Edmonton is just 1 point out of first place. A well-rested Connor McDavid will come back in a couple games, and I think Edmonton's going to take first place overall. What do you guys think? Is Edmonton going to knock off Vegas for first place? Let's take a look at some of the stats here. Nathan McKinnon leading with the most goals right now and the most points, 74. I got him in my hockey pool. I had third pick, and it went McDavid. Who'd it go? McDavid, Kucherov, and I took McKinnon instead of Draisaitl. So far, it's a good move. Mitch Marner, fourth place overall. There's Connor McDavid. Of course, he's played 5 less games due to suspension and injuries. 65 point. We know he's going to win the Hart Trophy. He doesn't wake up till like February. Mikko Rantanen, Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, and Jack Hughes. Jack and Jack. Mark Scheifele with the surprising Jets tied with Travis Konechny. John Torts has got those Flyers scoring goals. Travis Konechny, a guy I'd love to have on the Oilers. Mark Neckish, who was number 1 a few weeks ago in the scoring race, has fallen down to number 10. So there are your points leaders going into tonight's action. All right, let's put it back on scores. McDavid did deserve to be suspended. He did. I don't know if he deserved 3 games, maybe 1 game. Two at the very most. I wouldn't rant if it was 2 games because he has been suspended before, but 3 games for, you know, having someone's legs wrapped around you and you get 3 games because you didn't like that. Come on. All right, I think it's time to go to the game because I did not intend this to be a long stream. Let's go. Welcome in. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on the YouTube, we are here in EA NHL 25. And if you bought the game, which I believe was recently on sale over the Christmas holidays, probably be on sale again at some point. Yesterday, they did a big update with EA NHL 25. And now the Four Nations teams are in the game. You can play the Four Nations community event and get some of those XP and download the latest roster update to get the full Four Nations face-off content. So there you go. Canada, Finland, Sweden, and the United States in February will be facing off in the Four Nations. I think it's going to come down to Canada and the US in the finals. I kind of preferred the World Cup instead. I think that was more fun because they had Team Europe, they had Slovakia, of course Russia was there, and they also had the young guns, right? The North American squad that almost pulled off the upset and went all the way. That was fun. I liked the World Cup. Connor was on there with what's his face from Toronto, the guy that's supposed to be good, Austin. They were both on the same team, and they almost did it. Connor was pretty young back then. I think if it was held today, we'd see some of these young stars, Celebrini, Connor Bedard. I think they could put together a good young gun team. All right. That was much better. So 4 teams doesn't really excite me. Like, whatever. It was more fun when it was a little bit wider open. I mean, it does exclude a lot of players like Leon Draisaitl is not going to get to play in this tournament. Obviously, Ovechkin is not going to get to play. Zdeno Chara, he won't get to suit up. Martin Brodeur still might be the best goalie Canada has. We're pretty awful in terms of goaltending talent right now. So there you go. Bring in Patrick Roy. All right. I haven't been into this for a while, so how do I get out of this now? Get me out of this game. Get me out. X. There we go. So yes, you can update the game. You can also play not just the Four Nations face-off. You can do the PWHL, Ultimate Team, World of Chell, which I don't get into because it's like I don't want to pay to play. Like NHL Hut, just like Madden and all those other stuff. What a ripoff. Like seriously. Especially since, the next year it's done with. Like some people put so much money into packs. I played it in previous years, like as a free-to-play player and just played games and got packs. But I hear it's pretty bad this year. You hear the Hut challenges are pretty bad. I don't know. I don't get involved with that. You see some of the cards that are on the screen, and I don't know. I don't have the reflexes to compete online. I even played D-Block in a game last month on his stream, and we went to overtime, or I think he beat me. But yeah, are you one of those people when you get overly aggressive with the controller? Because I am when I'm playing, like, and I'm using the skill sticks, I crank that puppy and I put a lot of pressure on it. And that's not good. I've broken so many joysticks because I get so wrapped up in the game. I feel if I keep pushing it to the right harder, it's going to work better. I got to be more silky smooth with my joystick. Apple, good to see you. The MLB The Show is the only card collecting mode worth playing, and it's starting to go the other way. I've heard some good things about the new game coming out, though. I hear a lot of that community is kind of hyped up about the show and what it might look like. I mean, EA, I wouldn't be playing EA if they didn't do the big franchise mode update this year. Like 15 years, 10 years at least since they did kind of a major overhaul of franchise. And because they did that, I decided to buy the game. And I'm actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying the franchise because it allows me to do things like the Slapshot series and now the RCMP series. So again, if anyone is out there and they want to create a player for the online league, you can do that, or the offline league, sorry. And let me show you what we're going in. Today is just kind of like a beta stream. We're going to test a few things out. I want to make sure these players actually get into the draft, that they were created properly and it's using the right roster file. Because with the Slapshot one, we created some players later. Like I know Morris Wanchuk didn't get into the game. GT Sundowns players didn't get into the game. So I want to just do a kind of a test tonight. So we're not going to use the actual results that we get tonight. We're just going to beta test it. And again, we're using the Saskatchewan Mounties. So this is a team that I created or basically modified an existing team. It used to be the Saskatchewan, what was the one it was called? Saskatchewan something or other. And I rebranded it to the Saskatchewan Mounties. And there is our home uniform, as Mountie-ish as I could make it. And our away uniform, adding a little bit of black in there. And our alternate uniform, just something goofy, because they put a lot of road pylons. So we got the pylons there. I think they're looking pretty sharp. The Saskatchewan Mounties, and the farm team is I can't remember, the Regina something. I think our farm team is Regina. So the stadium all decked out there in red and white as it should be. We've got our center ice logo right there. We got our center ice line, netting color, scoreboard, everything representing the Saskatchewan Mounties. So that should be fine. Jerseys don't need any kind of tweaking. And the players, we create a lot of players. I don't want to have to try and find them all. But when we do the simulation, we're going to simulate 3 seasons today very quickly and kind of go through the 3 drafts. I want to make sure that the players are in the drafts, and I want to make sure they're not too good. Like if I find out that the community players are all ranked number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the first round, I'm going to have to notch them down a little bit because we don't want to make it too easy to win the cup. And I do want to try and get a lot of these created players on the team at some point, which means trading for the other team's draft picks. So that's what we're going to do. We do have one more player to create. Can you name a player Dudley Do-Right? Well, the only player that's not created yet is A-Dub. A-Dub hasn't been able to catch one of the hockey streams. So because A-Dub is not here, and because TX, you did donate Helm Biscuits to A-Dub, I think it was you that donated to him. We're going to create A-Dub's player, and I think we have a name already. So let's go and do that. And since he's not here, we can have Liberty with A-Dub. Yeah, it was That was a pretty good cartoon. Very the animation was very Flintstones like. I think it was from the 70s, wasn't it? Dudley Do Right? I think it was from that same time period. Okay. First name, Dudley. Make can you put the exact spelling of his last name? I don't know if it was D-O apostrophe like you have it. Dudley. Do. All right, where do we get all the hyphens and stuff? There we are. Do. Dudley Do Right. Well, they don't have right as a play by play. They got bright. But I think we're going to use. I want to see if they have Mountie. We might have checked this before. If they have Mountie as a play by play. That's how Wikipedia spells it. Dudley Do Right. Okay. Yeah, the menu system in EA just sucks. It's either laggy or you have to do lots of scrolling. Mountie. Moody. M-O-U. Mount. Your nickname's going to be Molson. Dudley Molson Do Right. What should we make A-Dub? Let's make him a right wing sniper. Can also play left wing. Can't remember. I think we're going to make him 13 because I think it's A-Dub 13, I think. Pro team none. Hannanus left, opposite side. Yeah, that's good. 6'1", 200. Draft year, we're going to make 209. I think is the last one. Yep. Make him a June baby. Let's make him a very late baby. October 31st. He's from Idaho. So let's make it city name. It won't have his city. It's too small. But they should have Boise. Boise, Idaho. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new to the stream, if you're finding this on Twitch or on YouTube, say hi. Introduce yourself. Where are you from? Who's your favorite hockey team? I had a great crew here, a great community here. This is the second game that I stream. I stream Out of the Park baseball, but trying to do a little bit of hockey once in a while. Okay, Dudley Do Right. Back. Presentation. We'll do presentation last. Let's kind of do his character. I kind of know what A-Dub looks like. Can't put glasses on these people, though. Go like that. Keep him with brown eyes and eyebrows. He's not here, so he doesn't get to pick. What do we want him looking like? Should we be very memesy? Like Evander Kane. Yeah, we'll give him that style. I think. We'll give him the slash. don't think anyone's ever had that color before. Oof, no. It's good there. Graydon Dudley Do Right for A-Dub. A little bit of growth there. Oops, I got to click on that. Beard color, we're going to make it the same. Current beard length, little bit of stubble there. And playoff full bore. Good. Now, did I click that or not? No, I did not. There we go. Okay, A-Dub is created. Helmets. I don't like when players have helmets when we're watching the games. Easier to identify them. We're not going to give him a helmet. Glove stick. That's all going to come. Skate's going to be colors of the team when he gets drafted. Let's give him a Easton Synergy stick. Go. Presentation. Hey, Dubby Do Right. I like that, Jenks. Good call. You've had some good calls in this game. There was another one earlier on that you made a call on. Oh, I think you said Daryl should be number 5-0. I like that one. That was your best one yet. Okay, A-Dub, what are we going to give you? Yeah, we'll give you by the ropes, maybe. March, one leg salute. He's a police officer. He needs to salute. Okay, let's go back to the name. I like it. Dubby. Dubby Do Right. I got to check if there's a dub. There's probably a dub. Okay. Oh, of course it's way at the bottom. Can I go in opposite order? Yes, I can. Dubby. Dubois? Duba. Dub. See if there's a dubby. Dubnik. Dubay. Dubay. Dub or Duba? I think Dubba. Dubba's the best. Hey, Cavacom. Good to see ya. Oh, yeah. I missed you guys too. It just, yeah. It just, Mondays and Tuesdays, there's like just so many people streaming now on Mondays and Tuesdays that I like to prepare for my streams. And if I prepare for 4 hours and then I get to only go on for an hour, sometimes it just kind of throws me off. And plus I was given tasks to do. You know what that's like, Cava, right? When you're given tasks to do by your significant other. All right. What else are we going to do? Attributes. I'm going to make him a top 6. Last time he had Kitty Caldwell, who was the best player in the game. Sniper. So we're going to give him shoot. I had to shovel snow in the driveway and dig out the fence so the fence could open. I had to oh man. I had to. all of you in the United States, especially in the southern parts there, I'm sure you understand what it's like to have to deal with weather like this now. And make sure you have a good supply of shovels and warm clothing. Kava, how'd you do in today's 5L? Last I checked, I think you had made the quarterfinals. I'm still keeping that all up to date. But yeah, more OOTP, back with OOTP tomorrow. Just haven't, yeah, that's the only one I'm not caught up on. I don't have today's standings in there yet. But yeah, last couple of weeks I haven't been able to stream on Mondays, and then I took this Tuesday off. I think I streamed last Tuesday. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, but the streaming world has changed so much, hasn't it? I remember, like, I mean, and you've streamed a lot longer than I have. But when I started streaming OOTP, what was it, 23? I was like the first one on Mondays and Tuesdays. And that was like at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I was like the first streamer. And now it's like 24/7, which is great for the game, great exposure. What else do we want? It's 61 so far. I want to get him a little bit higher. Some speed. But yeah, there were I remember the only reason I started streaming on Mondays, I used to stream when I started, I streamed at night. And then there were people in the chat that said, Lap, can you stream Monday like early afternoon? Because no one's on. And we need our drops. So I started streaming Mondays. And then I always streamed on Tuesdays ever since I started. So I kept that. And I always streamed on Thursdays. But I changed from Sunday night to Monday early afternoon, requested by the community. You would be the only one on Sundays and never understood that. Yeah, you would think weekends, you know, people would have more opportunity and more time to stream. Yeah, it is crazy. You say there's up to 7 different streams now, even on the weekends. It's so kind of hit and miss. Like it's sometimes I think the most streaming OOTP I've seen at one time obviously is during the PTCS when there's like close to 10 people streaming. Typically though, I mean for the majority of time it's like at most kind of 2 people. And a lot of times it's just one person. But I think the game is growing, and I think we're going to start to see even more people streaming the game. You know, we had it so it would be just like we'd be able to program our streams so we weren't conflicting with each other. And now that's kind of become almost impossible to do. So you just kind of have to go on when you want to go on, and due to the popularity of the game, due to the popularity of Cavacom. Okay, 64. I think we're going to keep him at a 64. Maybe we'll give him a little bit more balance as a sniper, more strength. Much of a passer, endurance, body checking, a little more speed as a sniper. Yeah, we'll take off. Well, I want to keep him at a 64. There we go. It's not about you. Your community begs to differ. X factors. Make sure I save that. Yeah. By the way, Cavi, usually I have you on my phone, and I don't like to chat. I don't like to try and type things in on my phone, but a lot of times I'm lurking there, Cava. So I do catch a lot of your Sunday stream. Not just for the drops. I enjoy the engagement by the community. Real Teddy O and Lud and all those guys will keep you honest. All alone. Yeah, you get to be all alone. Hey, Dub. Dubby Do Right. And you're a sniper, so you got a heat seeker as a minor one, and it's 1T. No, I did not catch your reverse sweep of A-Dub. He's been hot. I'm going to talk about that more tomorrow on the OOTP stream, but he has been hot in the 5L and 6L. Save. All right, welcome in everyone. This is the Saskatchewan Mounties starting up a new franchise series, primarily with a lot of community created players. Just doing kind of a final test today, kind of a beta version of it. I want to sim ahead a few seasons and just to make sure these players actually make it into the draft. I want to make sure they're not all too good because we don't want a team of all-stars. We want to make it at least a little more challenging. Debbie Do Right, there he is. Going to put him in the OHL or his minor leagues. What city do you hate the most here in Ontario? In the OHL, Cavacom. Who's your least favorite city or team? Who is a big rival of London? Kingston. Welcome in, everyone. Roster error cannot be traded to. This is not a WHL team. Game, are you drunk? He might be too young. Let's see. Let's try it one more time. Actually, I'm going to go and change his birth. Where are we? Welcome in, everyone. If you missed the first 30 minutes, you have to go watch that. That was pretty funny. We had some good laughs at Lud's expense, talking about beer. Go watch that first 30 minutes of the stream for those of you that might just be coming in now. We want to go to roster creation, player, and find Dubby. So we're going to get started on the series next week in full gear. Again, today is just kind of a final test drive. We're going to sim ahead 3 seasons quickly just to see if these players get in the draft and again, see how good they are. I want to try and keep them a little bit balanced so they're not all Alex Ovechkins. Okay. Edit player. So I got to go edit his birth year because he's too young. He's like 14. He doesn't look 14, but he is. There we go. 2008. And that should allow me to put him on the Kingston Frontenacs. Is London where Taylor Hall played? And did Matthew Tkachuk play there as well? Sarnia is the rival, but you hate Kingston. So we'll put him on Kingston. Oh, Taylor Hall played in Windsor, right? I just remember because Edmonton had the first pick that year, and it was like, which of the 2 Taylors or Tylers are they going to take? OHL. If you're new to the chat, say hi. Let us know where you're from. And if you have any questions about EA or OOTP baseball, I will try to answer. Okay, let's see if it worked. Debbie Do writes, our last created player, I believe. Jobu Rum Company, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I think I recognize you from some OOTP streams. I think I've seen that name before. This is my attempt at streaming hockey. Dubby, Kingston Frontenac. There we go. Okay. So let's test this out now. Let's go create a new franchise. This is our beta. We want expansion. Ooh. Now, this is why I want to test it out, because I don't know if my created players are probably on the custom. I think. I hope. We'll find out. Create. Oh, no, I don't want to create. This is why we do a beta. Select team. And for our test one, we're just going to pick Canada. Enter your name. Beta. Test. Which one did I pick again? Oh, yeah, Canada. Did I pick that one, though? Oh, I got to substitute a team. Okay, let's substitute Canada's four nations. Why are they even in the league? You'd like to customize the AHL team? No, not in the beta. Well, I guess they put us here. That must be our team. All right, owner mode off. Head contract year on, salary cap on, head coach off, fog of war off, morale off. Trades we're going to put off for the beta test. Done, 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 and done. Rules, I am going to take off injuries because I don't like playing franchise with injuries on because there are so many injuries. If I was just playing on my own, I would probably keep them on. But when you stream and have to fix injuries every 2 minutes, it's not really fun. That's not the one I want. Advanced settings. Injuries, where are you? Not there. Injuries off. All right, let's see. Let's test this out. Again, just testing. This is not the real file that we're going to use. We're going to delete this and start fresh, but I do want to kind of sim through 3 seasons to make sure all those players get in. Sim to the draft. Expansion draft. Okay. Canada gets first pick overall. Woohoo! Canada. Canada. Of course, in the real file, we're probably going to get third pick. All right, expansion draft. I'm just going to go and I think I can just do it randomly, right? Sim entire draft. Cancel auto generate picks. That's what I want. Just whoever they give us for this one. And finish. Sure you want to submit your draft picks? Yes. Of course, when we start next week, we're going to pick the worst possible players. This is called the draft to glory. We want to draft to glory, which means we don't want any handouts. We don't want any decent players. We want to make it challenging. All right, continue simming. Okay. Entry draft. Now, I don't know if we have any user-created players in this first draft. We might or we might not. We get first pick. I'm going to call a timeout, which allows me to look over some of these players. All leagues. Now, there was only one goalie, and that was Mr. Timmy Bitts. Yeah, he would have shown up by now. I don't think we have any in this first draft. Solomon Skinner. Yeah, I don't think any of our user-created players are in this first draft. So we're just going to sim the entire draft. Just take the first guy there. Sim options, entire draft. Kunitz Gold Wang. We got a Wang, Levin, Soto, Granberg, and I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm not even going to try. Belagerion. Okay, we now want to sim the entire season. See how we do with the AI as a expansion team. And okay. They have speeded up the sim speed though of EA. A few years back, you would just go at a snail's pace. But it has gotten a lot better. Question is, done. Question is, are we going to have our user-created players in? Let's go to the end of April. I don't want a conversation with my coach. I don't really care what he has to say. He is just a guinea pig today. Please do not let me talk to other players as well. I do not care their thoughts and opinions. They will go into the virtual garbage can after this stream. And again, for those of you watching on the YouTube side, I may not stream all of this series on YouTube, but I will upload the file after I do a little bit of editing to it. So if you are one of the YouTube viewers, welcome in. And I hope you enjoy the upcoming Saskatchewan Mounties series based off a meme song that I play on my baseball stream about the RCMP. So really looking forward. It took us about 13 seasons, I think, to win a Stanley Cup with the slapshot Charlestown Chiefs. And we went through some rough patches, to put it mildly, with the Charlestown Chiefs. But eventually, in our second year in the playoffs, we came through and beat the Detroit Red Wings in the finals in Game 7 in overtime. I think it was overtime or late in the game. Pretty sure it was overtime. Yeah, it was overtime on a goal by Baffle Robitaille. I believe that video is up on YouTube. Check it out. Check out the Reggie Dunlop, Denis Lemieux, Hanson brothers, all playing with the Charlestown Chiefs with our community created players. We had a bunch of great players. Kitty Caldwell, O's Bones, Minerva Madsen in net, backing up Denis Lemieux. We had Boiled Eggs player. I can't remember his name because he was a generated player. Holloway, I think, wasn't it? Holloway? Habscheid. Dominic Habscheid. That's who Boiled Egg had. We had lots of defensemen, Fussmucker, and we had John Calgill. We had GT Sundowns player, again, another created one, a computer created one. Stokes, Harry Stokes, I think it was. We had TX Jenks with Mr. Gillies. We had Brent Fork with his wild hairdo. We had Franchise Carlson, the captain of the team. We had Trey Bozo. And of course, the one player we had to trade, the only community player that did not get to celebrate the Stanley Cup because he wanted too much of a contract. Also had Ezra Denny, one of our face-off specialists, played really well in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We had goons, we had physical players. We were only allowed to have physical defensive defensemen, enforcers, grinders, power forwards. So we did not have a lot of skill, and that definitely showed early in our franchise. This team is doing quite well, 33-25, just as a random AI-generated expansion draft. We might actually make the playoffs. But again, that's not our purpose. Our purpose is just to go through and take a look at a couple of the drafts to see where the computer thinks their AI skills are at. And then I might need to modify a few of them off draft or off screen. All right, getting close to the end of March here. $37-34, probably going to finish around 500. Currently, the last playoff position is ours. Can we hold on to it? Got a 2-point lead over the Kraken. A handful of games left. And again, I don't really care if we make the playoffs. We just want to go straight ahead to the draft. And it looks like we are going to miss out. Yeah, we don't make the playoffs in the last week of the season. Back-to-back overtime losses, I think, puts us one point out. But again, we don't care. We do not care. And in fact, we're going to be doing a lot worse when we actually get into the final next week and draft our horrible expansion team. All right, let's go to draft day, somewhere around here. Find out who wins the Stanley Cup in this beta season. EA does like the Maple Leafs, so my guess is it's going to be, Vegas or Toronto. Oh, Vancouver and Dallas, Toronto and Carolina. I'm going Toronto. No, it's the Vancouver Canucks that are your Stanley Cup champions in this beta version. We did have a winning record, 40 wins, 37 losses. And let's go. So the file says we get pick number 15. Horrible. Okay, now the fun part to see where some of our user created players are going to fit. Retirements. Who is going to retire? Corey, Perry, Mark Giordano, Vlasic, Derek Ryan, Riley Nash, Komarov, Clifford, Ryan Reeves, and Laterra. And your goaltenders, two goaltenders retiring, Michael Hutchinson and Ortio. Mark Giordano becomes a coach. Mark Edward Vlasic becomes a scout. We don't care about coaches and scouting right now. Take us to the draft, please. All right, year number 1. Let's see the draft class. Actually, we can just go and sim the first round. Okay, any of these guys look familiar? There's Mr. Reggie McQueen, who we had on our Slapshot series. He was one of our better players. Hey, go Daryl. Okay, go Daryl is projected to go number. Ooh, they gave him a few extra abilities there. Go Daryl, 7th overall, which I'm good with because we're going to be bad. We should have a top 5 pick. Have him as an enforcer because he's a cop. Okay, so Go Daryl is in. Oh, Boiled Eggs player is projected to go 8th overall. I might have made him too good. Jean-Guy Kiquete. Good. He's in the game. Oh, is this community player Logan? No, I don't think so. So 2 players so far. Oops, I don't want to trade. Make pick. All right. Any of these other players look familiar? It's easier if I just draft. Let's finish the first round. Sim to next round. Okay, so in our first draft, 2 likely first rounders, Go Daryl and Kiquette. Take a look at the end of the first round. Any others? No. Okay, round 2. Gonna auto sim and then we'll take a quick peek. Any of our community here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Round 3. Just got to make sure that the last player created, if Dubby Do Right gets drafted, we know everyone else will get drafted. So let's sim to the entire draft. Jobo Run Company, your first time chat. Jobo, we gotta put you on screen, buddy. There's your first time chat to Kava. Oh, so we have two of our top 4 finishers in chat today. Kava and Jobu both losing out in the semifinals. Who did you lose to, Jobu? So it would have been Ezra Denny and whoever you lost to in the finals. All right. So in the first draft, it looks like 2 community players were chosen. So let's fast sim one more year if the game's going to let me do that. Let's go up to October or September. But hey, that's good for you. That's good for you, Kava. Making it to the semifinals of the 5L. Not your bread and butter tournament yet. Come on, just let me sim, game. Don't give me all these choices. Too many choices. I go to a restaurant, I want 10 things on the menu. That's it. Just 10. Don't make me choose. It's going to take me a long time to decide. And then I'm going to regret it after I order. And I'm going to go, why did I have the fish and chips? I could have had the prime rib burger. And I'm going to regret it. I'm going to go home. I'm going to be in the vehicle go, why didn't I get the prime rib burger? There's just too many choices on the menu. You give me 10 choices, I'll probably make the right one. Okay, let's go to one more draft in this beta file. I want to talk to the coach. Kick rocks. Bye. Make the playoffs. Hey, D Block is in the house. Good to see you, D Block. We're just doing a beta test to make sure that all the user created players for our RCMP franchise series get in the game this time because we didn't get everyone in for the Slapshot series. So want to make sure that the game is working properly. No, I don't want to claim him. I'll claim Connor Bedard. So this is not the real file. This is just a pretend file that takes us to the first couple drafts so that we can make sure that the players are in the draft. Year number 1, it looks like Go Daryl and Boiled Eggs Jean-Guy Caquette are projected to be first rounders, and then no other community players in that first round. So we'll check out year number 2. No, Cava. I cannot run it as long as Red Rock. I can't. I'm not that patient. I didn't even want to do this beta, but I kind of have to because, like I said, once you start a franchise, you can't go back and fix things without starting over again. So I'd hate to start and then all of a sudden, oh, the players are not in the draft. That was a waste of a stream. And the community will be, well, what else is new, Lap? And I'd be like, yeah, you got a point there. Let's go on. Let's continue with this corrupt file. Our expansion team is 13-9. We did not make the playoffs last year, and I don't really care. Because these bits and bytes are going to be going into the trash. We're going to start with a fresh new file next week. We're going to draft a crappy expansion team, and we're going to have a draft to glory like we did with the Slapshot series. And that was one of my top 10 streams of all time. That Stanley Cup final, game 7 against Detroit. I was like a school kid there in a candy store in the toy aisle. All 3 of those things. A kid in junior high in the candy store in the toy aisle with that broadcast. I'm glad I saved that video because that was we were down 3-1, and I thought, okay, next week we'll be back. We gave it the college try, kids. We're experienced. We're better. We'll do it next year. We came back and we forced a game 7, and then we forced an overtime, scoring late. We had a 2-person advantage. Breaking news: the Flyers have fired their head coach, Harold Sweat. Well, if your name wasn't Sweat, the team would not be disgusted by you in the dressing room, calling for your resignation. I would not want a coach named Harry Sweat. Harry Sweat. Oh, yeah. EA staff, you had a chuckle making that name up, didn't you? Random my butt. Not Harry Sweet. I think it was Harry Sweat, Harold Sweat. I'll have to go watch the VOD later and see when that name popped up. I'm pretty sure it said Harold Sweat. I don't want to enter the trade deadline. Who's on the trade block? I don't want any of you bums. Get off my block. How do I exit out of here? I kind of know what I'm doing. Trade them all to Chicago so they don't get the first overall pick. All right, coming up to the end of our second test season. We did create a player today for A-Dub. We called him Dubby Do Right, after the cartoon RCMP cop from the 70s Canadian TV show. A-Dub wasn't here to get to pick a name, so we named it for him. And he's going to like it. There's an NFL player named Josh Sweat. Hey, how do you know it's not Josh Sweet? Do you know? At least the parents didn't call him Harry. Oh, let's name our son after your great grandfather Harry. Like, he wouldn't get teased in high school. And he'd be like, no, it's not Sweat, it's Sweet with an A. We don't know yet. We are doing this is not the real season, GT Sundown. By the way, good to see you. This is the test season, just to make sure that the players that we created did get into the draft. It looks like in year 1 of the draft, only 2 players are in there. That's Boiled Egg and Go Daryl. We should see a bunch pop up in this year of the draft. So let's finish off the playoffs. And again, we created a player today. This is kind of the last day to create a player, because once you start a franchise, it will not allow you to add more created players. So once we start up next Wednesday, that'll be it. We are going with the players that were created. Tampa Bay and Dallas in the Stanley Cup final of year number 2. And congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning, your Stanley Cup champions. Okay, let's get to the draft. All I care about are our players in there. Advance a day. Sim to draft. We get to draft in this fake file. We draft number 6. Okay, here we go. Who retires? Ryan Suter, Sam Gagne, Cal Clutterbuck, Ian Cole, and Brendan Smith all call it quits. In terms of goalies, say goodbye to Joseph Johan Enroth, Dustin Tokarski, Canada junior legend, and Mr. Troy Groznik, all hitting the beaches of Florida. Okay. Continue simming. Okay. And draft. All right, let's sim this first round and see where the community players ended up. All right, Stenberg is not. Ooh, there's a community player. Projected to go 3rd overall, Tim Horton Gretzky, who was the player for Flying WV, number 99. Again, this could change. This is just, he could move up and down a couple slots, depending where the AI wants to draft him next time. Friggin' laughs. TX Jenks is also projected to be a first rounder. Okay, I gotta write these down. So Go Daryl and Jean Guy are year 1. And year 2 in the first round, Friggin' Lefts and Wayne Gretzky. Number 3 and 4 overall. Oof. Again, it could be different because the game could project them a little bit differently. And they haven't given you any, this version of Friggin' Lefts, not giving you any X factors. Interesting. Both of you marked as high elite. Okay, that's not a user created one. Lindback, no. Oh, Cub fan Steve. Gordon Red Berenson is projected to go 10th. Geez, I'm going to have to trade for a lot of draft picks in this draft. Okay, so he's projected. He is there. Was this one of ours? Brady, no. No one would create a player with spelling Brady with an I. Come on. You guys wouldn't do that. Edwards. Valentini. Oh, there it is. Hawk Twa. Cavacom projected to go in this beta draft 21st overall to Calgary. Well, we'll prevent that. Hawk. And they did keep your X factors. Okay. Hawk Twa to the Calgary Flames. Welcome to the West. All right. Any others in round 1? Again, I may edit some of these players just to spread out their talent a little bit. Don't want too many first rounders. Lemieux. Who is that? No, it's not ours. Joe Iginla, a AI created player. goes to Colorado. Synchronicity. Joe Aginla. That can't be Rob Brown. Could it? Could it be Rob Brown? Ryan Brown. Oh, would have been awesome. Not Pekka Rinne, Rasmus Rinne. Okay, so round one, we have four. I'm good with that. I'm good with four first rounder creative players. Let's sim this next round. Okay, round two. I thought that said lube. Jeez, game. What kind of fun did you have in the conference room creating these players? El Dube. Liam Dube. Way to go, Liam. You were good in those movies, Liam Nelson. Krenko, man. Oh, I'm glad this wasn't a real file because trying to pronounce some of these names. Look at all these user created players. None of them ours yet. Is this guy ours? Rudolph. Daxon. All right, we might not have pretty sure all of our user created players from this point on are better than second rounders, but we'll look at one more round. See if any slip to the third round. Oh, AI generated player T Solani. Take your guess. What do you guys think? I'm gonna guess they named him Thomas. Tomas. What do you think? There's no way it's Timu. There's no way. I hope the Chicago Blackhawks draft Hawk Tua. He'd be a popular pick in Chicago. All right, Mr. Solani. What name did they give you? Tony. Okay, I might have to move a couple of those user created players. Got the Dubé brothers. I did not even realize I said that. You were good in the 70s. I liked your music. That was a good one. We had El Dubé, and now we got who's this? Maxime Dubé, Maximum Dubé. Okay, I don't think there are any more. So we got looks like we got four. I better do one more round. I might need to move some of the picks to this draft here. Oh, Dugay. It's not Ron. I'm going to guess it's Joe. Joe Dugay. Jordan. Okay. Did we miss Stevens? Part of the fun of this game is all these random players. Hedrick. Oh yeah, C. Stevens. It's gonna be some like common, what's a common male name? Like I hope it's Connor. Yeah, could be Connor. I'm gonna guess I hope it's Carlos. That'd be cool. Carlos Stevens. Carter. Oh, see, that's just like, yeah. If it's not Connor, Carter would have been another good one. What about Challenger? I'm gonna guess T Challenger. Roy? Tobias? The? Travis is too old school. Won't be Travis. Be some name that a country singer has. What is it? Tyler. Yes, Tyler. Okay. So 2 community players in year 1, 4 community players in year 2. And I'm not going to sim a full year. I'm just going to sim ahead to where they create the next year draft pool. And then we'll just look at that draft pool. Where do we want to go up to? Let's go up to this date. Yes, yes, yes. Coaches, scouts, yes, resign. I don't care about that. Don't care about that either, game. Nope. You can put up all those pop-ups. I'm going to click OK on all of them. Actually, we better sim the full year because I think I want to see if we have 4 years of draft pools or only 3. It might be 4, depending on the birth dates. Let's go up to this day. Too few players. I don't care. We're going to play shorthanded. Too few players. See, you let me move on. I'll give you too few players. Welcome in. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is just kind of a, I don't want to talk to my darling. Darling, can you leave me alone, please? End conversation. No, okay. You forced me to talk to you. Let's give you a season goal on this fake team. Make the playoffs. Otherwise, I'm firing you. You're gone. Okay? You demanded to talk to me. So my as the owner, you better make the playoffs, darling. If you don't, gone. We have few players. Too few players. Next captain of our team. I should create a player. Too few. Okay. Okay. We're actually 4-4 with too few players. Okay, game, quit slowing down. Sim quicker, please. All right, so year 1, we had 2 players in the first round. Year 2, we currently have 4 players. 4th overall, 3rd overall. What was Cabacom? 21st overall, I think. Cava is projected to be the worst of the 4 players in year number 2. Darling, you got a losing record, darling. Why does Toronto want to keep trading with me? No, Leafs, you suck. Leafs suck. And if you're a Toronto Leaf fan, you can write that down. Leafs suck. We'll see you in the Stanley Cup final. Darling, it's not really a playoff performance. I promised I was going to fire you if you don't make the playoffs for forcing me to talk to you. Okay, you're picking the pace up. You're 7th overall. Yeah, that would be funny if Hawk went to Toronto. No, we got to try and get Hawk on our team. I'm going to do my best to get everyone. But remember, with the expansion draft, I'm drafting the worst possible players offered to me. So I can't, there's not going to be a lot of good assets to trade. especially for first round picks. They're not going to take my fourth string goalie for a first rounder. Well, Toronto might because they always trade their first round picks. Toronto's like, who wants our first round pick? What do you got for us? A fourth liner in the EAHL? Oh, awesome. Can we give you our second as well for a 44-year-old defenseman? Toronto just doesn't like going to the draft table, I think. They don't like going up to the mic. They're shy. They don't like to announce their draft picks. Up with the next pick in the 2024 entry draft is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto, you're on the clock. We trade our pick to Chicago for a 44-year-old defenseman. Woo-hoo, we don't have to go up on stage now. That's Toronto for you. Well, you got 10 minutes to think it over. No, we're trading it to Chicago. You sure, Toronto? You don't want to come up and take your first? Nope. No take backsies. Nope. Chicago gets it. We want that 44-year-old defenseman. We think he could be a good leader on our team. Didn't he announce his retirement last week? No. We plan on talking him out of retirement. But he broke his leg in the playoff. I don't care if he broke his leg. He's coming back to play. We trade our first overall pick. Enough, Gary Bettman. Don't try and talk us out of it. Approved by Matthews and Marner. Okay, where are we now? We're in March. We're coming to the end of the next season. Exactly. They save money. They give all their money to their 44-year-old defenseman instead of their scouts. Could you imagine being a Toronto scout and getting excited and it was like, oh man, which teams are we going to go scout? Let's go to the Q. Let's go to the WHL. But we're looking for seventh rounders because those are the only picks we have. How fun would that be? Trying to scout players, but you don't have your first six picks. Oh, that kid looks good. He's a fourth liner. He played 3 minutes this game. Oh, he's at the top of our list. He might be there in round 7. You may think I'm kidding, but Cavacom knows that's the truth. Draft day comes and they find out scouts. We just like to let you know we traded our 7th round pick for future considerations. But I went to Kelowna. Too bad. Man, one of these years, can you please draft someone we had on our list of 3? No. It's a good thing the NHL has a rule where you can only trade the next 2 years draft picks because Toronto would trade up until like 2040. They just don't like making their picks. Okay, who won the Stanley Cup? The Vancouver Canucks for the second year in 3 years. Not back-to-back, though. All right, remind me to fire my darling. Darling has been fired. Let's go. Coaching staff. Darling, you forced me to talk to you. Bye-bye. It cost me nothing. Even better. I really feel like a Toronto Maple Leaf management now. Costing me nothing. You forced me to talk to you. I said, okay. You insisted on having a goal this season. I said, make the playoffs. And you said, understood, owner. And you didn't live up to your end of the bargain. Bye. Who are you? Hector? We're going to promote you, Hector. We're promoting you to be our next coach. Congratulations. Do not force me to talk to you at the beginning of next season, Hector, because you will not like what I have to say. All right, where do we pick in our mock draft? 4th overall. Okay, year 3 now. Brent Burns finally retired and became a coach. Bill Kessel, Patrick Maroon. There you go, Toronto. Toronto, you got some old guys you can hire here as scouts. Trevor Lewis, Bill Kessel used to play for you at one time, and Patrick Maroon. Maybe you want to hire some scouts this year, Toronto. Hey. Okay, let's go to the draft. How many players, community players, are in this year's draft? Round 1. Who does Tampa Bay take? They take Mr. DuPont, not a community player. Landon DuPont. All right, let's take a look at the first round. Q Feligno. What kind of name could you have with Q? Quark? Quicksilver? There would be a name. Quicksilver Feligno. What name is this going to be? Quagmire? Quit delaying lap and keep on going? That'd be a good name. I don't know if it fits on a jersey, though. Quinn. Okay, Quinn. We got politicians. Rocco Pelosi's in the game. Rocco. All right. Our first community player. I can't remember who created this one. I think it was Baffle. Doug. Take off, eh? Hoser. Doug McKenzie, projected to go 6th overall to the Washington Capitals. Who else do we have? Gibson. Ezra Gibson. Okay, Ezra Denny's player. Ezra Gibson projected to go 9th. Okay, good. They're not all first overall picks here. Anyone else? Expos. Sundown Expos projected to go 15th overall to the Detroit Red Wings. Crips. Boozy. No, Brock. Ooh, Jay Glance. Now there's a name for you. Jay Glance. What would be a cool Jay name? TX Jenks, you're good at this stuff. Jay Glance. Probably like Jughead. Jughead Glance. Jamie. Boring. Justa. Hey, you gotta get a job doing name creation for EA Sports. Justa. Even Justice would be good enough. That's a good one. Oh, now I lost track here. We ended off on, so we have 3 so far. Doug McKenzie, Ezra Gibson, Sundown Expo. There's Dudley. Okay. We know that at least our last created player has made it in. So A-Dub Dudley Dubby Do Right, projected to go 28th. Oh, chat. What do you think? Line A. P Line A. You think it's Patrick? Could be. P Line A. It's probably going to be Peter? No. Pretty boy? Pretty boy Line A? Pookie? You think it's going to be Peter? It's probably going to be something like Petrov. Some international name. What do we got? Pavel. Ooh. I never would have guessed that in 1,000 years. Pavel Line. Oh, why couldn't it be Eddie Shore? Ariel. What? I mean, what is this? Is this a Disney movie? We gonna start singing Under the Sea next? I mean, it does fit. It's kind of like a aquatic name. Under the sea, under the sea. Ariel Shore. Shore. All right. Do we have any created players in this round? Sim to next round. He wears a C. Classic TX Jenks. He needs to be the captain of his team with a C on his chest. All the RCMP members have A's on their chest, right? Okay. Do we have any created players here? Oh, this is okay. Here's our first second rounder. First pick of the second round, the goalie, Timmy Bitts. Timmy Bitts. I can't remember who created that one. I think it's Kyron. K, buddy. Timmy Bitts. He was a Canuck? Oh, even better. He gets to wear the dolphin uniform. The whatever that thing is, platypus. Aiden Bouchard. Okay, so we do have a second rounder. Any other players here? Oh, it's got to be Eddie Leach. Eddie Leach just goes together. Elijah. Oh. Blonda. What do you think, TX? What's the first name going to be? It's too bad his initials weren't IM. This would be something like Larry Blonda. It should be like Starbucks. Star. What would you like, sir? Would you like a venti? Would you like a cappuccino? Would you like a grande? No, I'd like a blonda. Lucia. If we ever do an all Shakespeare team, we're going to draft this guy here. Oh, it's Eric. I just wanted to be E. Exactly, boiled egg. That's what I was going with. Oops. How dare you simulate without me programming it in? What kind of name is this? Holy, I'm glad I'm not a play-by-play guy. Cohen. I think it's Cohen. Cohen. Oh, I'm glad you went to the Islanders, buddy. All right, so it looks like we have 5 community players there. Now, has anyone not been shown on screen yet? Or is there a 4th year? That is the question. I'm trying to think of some of the players we created. That's 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So do we have 11 created players? We will find out. Let's go advance. We have to go in through and do one more year. And then this experimental phase is over. See how we do with our new coach, Hector. Hector, I'm telling you, don't ask to talk to me. I'm a busy owner here. I got things to do, Hector. Do not request a meeting with me. See, I'm forced to do all this paperwork here. Clicking and clicking and clicking. I got no time to talk to my coaches. I give you carte blanche to play the team how you want. I'm a hands-off owner. You do what you want, Hector. Do not come and request a meeting, though. Ooh, Platinum. Yeah, it's a nickname. Platinum Blonda. You gotta put your services out there, TX Jenks. You gotta put your name out there to these sports companies. Done. I don't want to pick captains. I don't want to pick favorites. Although it would be Ariel. Okay. Last season beta sim that we're gonna do here. Oh, Hector. Right. All right. You're getting the same treatment. I promoted you to head coach. I gave you explicit instructions. Just like many of my students, obviously you don't listen. So let's have this conversation. Hello, GM beta test. This season, we have a great opportunity to focus on winning and run this team the way we want. Let's establish our goals and strive for success in every game. Blah, 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 blah. Looking at the roster on paper, there's a lot of work to do before we can compete. That's your job to make this team better. I promoted you without a second thought of looking on the free agent market for another coach. Mike Babcock's out there. I didn't take him. Ted Nolan's out there. No. I could have asked John Torts to leave the Flyers. But I went with you. And now you're making me talk to you. Okay, same thing. Your goal is to make the playoffs. Take that, Hector. Heck, I could have hired Brent Burns. He's on the market now. He just retired, don't you know? I want to see Ariel fight E2. E2. Probably a bot. Okay, don't make me keep stopping the sim here. Let me go to the end. I've got one more draft pool to go through. I think we have all our user created players, but I want to know. I might move some of you guys around to different drafts because we have 2 in year 1, 4 in year 2, and 5 in year 3. So I might use one of the third year ones up to the first year. So then it would be 3, 4, and 4. Brent, you haven't created a player yet, Brent. Or did you? I don't think you had enough hound biscuits yet. Check to see. Go to the buy a vowel. Go to click that little thing that cash in your hound biscuits. See if you have enough to make a player. This is a brand new team. We want to put a Mountie hat on you. Can you ride a horse? Mandatory. You did bacon? Oh. Did you? Did we make a player yet? Did we go through the process of making bacon? If not, I want to make bacon with you, Brent. We'll make bacon after this season. I can't remember making bacon with you. We're getting hungry. You like your bacon crispy? I don't like it. I like it. Got to be cooked well. Let's sew this season up so we can make some bacon, Brent. Have you had all your shots? We don't want to spread swine flu on the team. He might be in this draft here. I don't know. I can't remember making. What was his first name? Macon? That'd be a good one. Macon. Can I use that as your first name? Macon? Mason? Macon? It's spelt Macon, Mocon, but he pronounces it Mason. We'll let Brent pick. That's another one. Crisp B. I like that one too. It's going to be up to you, Brent. Let's finish this season off, Brent. We'll see if he's in the player pool. I don't think we created that player yet, but I trust that you spent your hound biscuits. So don't spend them again, Brent. You don't have to pay twice. Okay, here we go. Keep the current trade block. Continue simming. Oh, my new Hector. Who's my coach? I don't even. Hector's my coach. He's got 15 wins. Hector. Okay, we're rectifying this right now. First he says I need to talk to you, owner. Hector Edwards. You're fired. How do I fire you? X. Firing this coach. Okay, Hector. Thank you for your year of service with the team. Thank you for ignoring your own request. And thank you for taking us to a 15-44 record with a month to go in the season. Hector, you are fired. Next up, this guy, our new head coach, Melvin. I tell you, we got the winners of first names here. Hector, Harry, and now Melvin. Melvin, you got a short leash, buddy. Maybe I should hire someone new. Can I hire anyone? You currently do not have all the correct amount of coaching slots. I know. Okay. You want me to fire all these guys? You're all fired. That's it. Confirm. Samuel Rajamoshman, you're gone. Oh, they won't let me. Okay. We're going to promote you to assistant, and we're going to promote you to the goalie coach. Now will let me hire someone. No, it won't. Gary Bettman, you've got way too many rules in this league. Fine. Fine. Just exit out. I want out. No. Don't tell me I broke the game. Uh-oh. Chat, I broke the game. I'm going to fire all your... I can't fire him. Okay. AHL. Okay. Let me out. Let me out. Back. Woo. Good news, folks. I did not break the game. Okay, let's finish off this pathetic 15-win season. No, yeah, Brent, don't buy another player. I do remember Bacon. I just don't remember. The Tampa Bay Lightning have fired their coach Tyson Palin. Hey, Mr. Palin, do you want a job? Click OK. I'd give you a job, but I don't want to break the game again. All right, Brent, you got it. We will finish off the stream in about 10 minutes here after we go through the next draft. I am back tomorrow with the Amigo show at 11 a.m. Eastern and then the post-TWIP show. So join me for some OOTP action, the bounty, chat, mispronunciations, and mutes galore tomorrow on Twitch. Brent, did you watch that full interview that we did with OGR Scintilla? If you haven't, you need to make some popcorn one night and put that on YouTube. Go find it on YouTube. Just search OGR Scintilla, and you'll see the interview that Baffle and I did. You get a few chuckles. Okay. I have my cat cam, but there's no cats here yet. Look, no cats. No cats coming to visit me. You, wake up. All right, we got one more season to go here, at least one more draft. Let's find out who wins the Stanley Cup in year number 4. It's been Vancouver, Tampa Bay, and then Vancouver. And I do want to take a look at the player stats to see if any of our user-created players in this fake league did anything. All right, let's go up to the draft. Colorado. Sean will be happy about that. And we get pick number 3. Okay, let's go check this out. Sim to draft. Anze Kopitar retires and becomes a coach. Okay, any final user-created players here? Sim option, sim the whole round. What do you got? Mr. Manderval, Krestevenovich, Bradley, Ruse, DeVoe. No, I think that's it. Oh, Jenks, what do you got for me on this name here with Los Angeles? Probably going to be Linden. It's an L boiled egg. Lepe. Yeah, Lepe. Lepe. It's gonna be Landon or Linden. Hmm. Liam. Oh, we got another Liam. I am Pooh. Liam Pooh. That's about as good as we're gonna get with a name. Good luck in Los Angeles with that one. Oh, what do you think, boiled egg? What do you think? Could we finally have a real life player generation? Is it going to be Justin? Jaden? Yeah, okay. It doesn't look like we have Kitchen. Hmm. Troy? Kristen. We'll do one more round just to make sure. Crooks, Antropov, German, Norman, Leighton, Cook. Oh, Cook. Is it Matt? Is it Matthew or Matt? Malik. LA's got quite the name. They got Pew and they got Cook. Pew Cook. All on the same line. Anyone else? Nope. Okay. So we don't have any created players after year number 3. All right. I do want to take a look at the stats and see if any of our players have done anything on this fake practice league. Let's take a look in the entire league. McKinnon, Draisaitl, Matthews, McDavid, McCarr, Rantanen. Yeah, none in at least the top 40. Nope. Let's take a look at the playoff tree. Colorado wins it over Toronto again. Toronto making it far. And awards. Let's see if we have any of our user created players getting awards on their team. McKinnon, McCarr, McKinnon. Burchild wins the Calder. Carr, Ravensburger. You make really good games, Ravensburger. Coach Kitkoff, Seingalther, Patrick. Oh, they got coaches. They got real life pictures now of Patrick. Would you like to coach the RCMP? Patrick. Lindy Ruff. There we go. Nope, no user created players there. What about in the AHL? Because they're young still. They might be in the A. Oop. Individual. Wood. A lot of wood. Wood. Rowan. What? UFKO. Sounds like a bad rap group from the 90s. Zucker. Nope. We didn't get any user created players with awards. Okay, so we can exit out of that without saving. We now know that all of our players are in the draft. And we've got to quickly do Brent. We can't leave Brent out. Where was that now? There it is. Create a player. All right, Brent, we're going to be quick. So you got to be quick. Quick on the keyboard, Brent. What position do you want to be? Quick, quick, quick. Do you want to be a forward, a defenseman? Do you want to be a goalie? So in that last year, it looks like our first rounders projected to be Doug McKenzie, Ezra Gibson, Sundown Expo, and a guy I didn't write the whole name down for. Doe R. I don't know. One of ours anyway. And then Timmy Bitts in round number 2. Offensa. Okay. You want to be a passer or a goal scorer, Brent? Do you want to make plays or do you want to score goals? Scorer. You're a scorer. Sniper. What do you shoot left or right? We did GT Sundown. We did that earlier. That's A Dub's player, except we called him Dubby Do Right. He's in the game. Dubby Do Right. Yeah, TX, you are off. How could you miss that, TX? Brent outdid you. Okay, you're going to be a right winger. We're going to make you like Ovechkin-like. Are you okay with that, being like an Alexander Ovechkin? Oops. Chris. P. Oops. Invalid. What? You don't allow Chris's in your game? How dare you, EA? Come on, controller. Chris. Okay, I can't put a period apparently. How about Chris P? There we go. Bacon. Good. Now, what is your nickname, Brent? Brent, did you ever have a nickname as a kid? Is Bacon? I don't think it's going to be in the game. Oh, you typed a B instead of a P. A P instead of a B. Let's see. What do we got close to bacon? Bacchus, backer, back. Hey. Oh, your nickname is Back. You're going to like it. After all, this is a Canadian team. What number do you want to be there, Brent? 32. Righty. Okay, I want you in the right draft pool here. So we're going to put you in draft pool number 1. So that's 1, 2, this one here. What's your birth month, Brent? Don't give me your home address, Brent, this time. Just give me your birth month. When does bacon go to market? July? April. Okay. Don't tell me the day, Brent. This is we don't want hackers coming after you. And we're gonna put you from Boise because that's where the bacon restaurant is. Boise, Utah. Okay, I think we got that good. Got that good. We got that good. There you go. Okay, now we got to give what does bacon do here? What does bacon do? You're a sniper. We're gonna make you snipe. All right, this is your goal celebration, Brent. Hunting boar in Germany. All right, Brent. I get the is there a sizzle? I don't know. I don't know. We'll check that later. Actually, before I kind of like that nickname though, but it's not a real nickname. Let's just go check what options we have for nicknames. I mean, I was going to go with the obvious, like porker. Is there a porker or a pork chop? Let's just check PIG first of all. Pigonovich. No. Pigo. No. Pigot. Are you a pigot? Porker. No, we got porco, but I think back is still better. And then sizzle. See if we have any sizzle in you. Oh yeah, we're all out of Applebee's jokes, Ezra. You should have caught the first half hour, buddy. Non-stop Applebee's. Now we're coming up with Brent's player. His name is Chris, middle initial B, and his last name is Bacon. We're looking for a nickname now. Sittler. Nope, there's no sizzle. So we're going to keep your nickname as Back, Brent. That's your play-by-play name is Back. You want to BACON or BAKON? Do you want to be like the young crowd, changing their spelling? What else are we doing here? We did that already. All right, Brent. I'm going to play around with your. I'm going to play around with your facial type here. That looks like Brad Marchand. I swear they're using Brad Marchand's face for that. Who looks like a goal scorer here? Is I'm going to play around with that. Old egg always. You'd be good at that one board game where you make up definitions for words. What was the name of that game? Yes, that's the one. Oh, you played that too, huh? What color hair? What color hair do? What color hair does Bacon need? A good brow. We'll go with the thickest brow we can find. This is about the thickest we can get. And brown. All right, that's a pretty deep brown, dark brown. Just tell me if you want short hair or long hair. Mine like that. Mine relay cat. What? Mine relay cat. I don't speak Idahoan. I don't understand. That's fine? Okay. Would all the would all the would all the would your wife be okay with that hairstyle? It's got to be okay with your wife. Okay. How about a beard, Brent? There you go. There you go. There's our goal scorer. Harry Bacon. Unshaven bacon. Did I click that? Yes, I did. Good. Brent, you don't get to wear a helmet. Sorry. My teams do not wear helmets. We want to see that beautiful face on the ice. And now goal scorers. I'll give you some attributes here. Going to make you a low elite. Speed, a little bit of checking. Not much of a puck controller. You shoot more than you pass, but we'll make you not overly shooting. Slap shot power. Oh, yeah. The Baconator is accurate and has a hard shot. Agile, strength, acceleration. I want to get you up into kind of the low 60s. Take the odd face off. A little bit of deking. This will be a better player than Brent Fork. That's for sure. Discipline, fighting skill, and stick checking. Okay, I think we're going to keep you like that. Little bit of passing. And speed, Control. Strength. Okay. Good. And your X factors, we're going to give you. Ooh, yes. He's not a crisp passer. No, no. Got too much fat. Not enough sizzle. Succulents. Gonna make you. You're a sniper, so you got to have a sniping. Draw. Yes. Power with slap shots. I like that. Okay, so we're going to give you off the rush a powerful shot while you're skating. That's going to be your gold. And then for your 2 silvers, magnetic and 1 T. Okay, we got that. We got that. We're good there. Got your name. Got your. Don't need to give you gloves. Give you a stick. What color would you like your shaft, Brent? You got a favorite color? I think we're going with that one there. We're going to give you blue tape. Baby blue. There we go. All right. I think you're good to go. We just got to put you on a junior team. Save. And now we got to find you. What was your name? Oh, yeah, Chris. Good. You're near the beginning here. Thank you for not naming someone that starts with a T. One of the first 3 letters, Chris. Baker, Bacon. Okay. Let's see where we're going to put you. WHL, because that's closer to you. We're going to put you in. How about, would you like to go to Regina? Want to go to Seattle? Can't. Once I assign you, you're in Regina. You don't get to pick. You're too young to make those decisions. There you go, Brent. There is your player. Inserted into the Regina lineup. Score goals, Brent. Hey, Flying WV, you came in just towards the end of the stream here. We did a test sim. We played 3 seasons, kind of testing out to make sure all of our user-created players were properly put into the draft system. Your player in the test sim, Mr. Tim, or Mr. I can't remember, was it Tim or Wayne? Wayne Gretzky Horton was projected to go in the first round, pick 3 overall. So it looks like he's going to be a good one. We also created 2 players. We created one for A.W., Debbie Do-Right, and we created one for Brent, Chris P. Bachon. He's French-Canadian. So yeah, we just did kind of a test sim today just to make sure all the players, I didn't want to leave anyone out. I want to make sure everyone was in the player pool and processed by the game, and it looks like they are. So we now have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 community players. And next week, next Wednesday, we're going to start off for real. We're going to do an expansion draft with the Regina Mounties, or the Saskatchewan Mounties. And we should be ready to go. So over the course of 3 years, the community players will be drafted. I think 3 in the first year, 4 in the second year, 4 in the third year. I don't know. But just like with the Slapshot series, eventually everyone will make their way to the team. So thank you guys. Thank you for re-upping the sub there. Flying WV with the tier 2 sub. Look forward to this series. Look forward to seeing how your players will do. And that is going to be it for me, guys. The test sim is over. So have a wonderful night, wonderful evening. Brent, we're going to lead off with an OGR song for using your Hound Biscuits there. Have a wonderful evening. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. We'll see you next episode.
Is pretty great if you like polar bears and lakes. Ride a moose to Nunavut if you're trying to get away. We're all different but the same, and that's something we embrace. I think that's pretty friggin' great, eh, bud? Everybody at the barn drinking Timmy's.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope